In this video, you're going to learn about automatic writing, what it is, some benefits of it, some tips to become successful in it, and how to do the process of it. I hope you enjoy it. What is and why do automatic writing? Automatic writing is a very simple way to get out of your head and allow for the highest forms of information to come through to you. When you would like to know what feedback your guides or your highest vibrational part of your own soul has, automatic writing is an easy way to get clarity. And when you would like to get a higher perspective of something, 3 great reasons. Here's some tips for putting the mind aside and doing automatic writing successfully. 1. Be clear in stating whom you would like your information to come from. Spiritual guides and or masters who work with you, or your own higher self, or spirit guide. 2. Set an intention that you will only receive information from those whom you are requesting information from. Our intentions hold weight. They're very powerful. I could probably do a whole class on intention setting alone. I learned very, very early, back 20 years ago or so, how powerful our words are, and it was not, shall we say, a fun experience at the time. I thought I was setting a great intention, being thorough, and I used the word experience within it, not realizing I was not just asking for letting go of stuff or stating or intending that, but to experience it. 3, before starting automatic writing, meditate, or find a way to raise your vibration and set up protection all around you. For anyone who does not know how to set up protection, I'll be putting up a short video on protection and clearing your energy very soon. 4, you might want to set up a specific space for your automatic writing every time you do it. Or you might imagine going to a safe and sacred space to meet with your guides and masters, spirit, or your higher self. 5, make it a practice to not worry about what you're writing, and don't try to interpret it as you're writing it. Just write it and leave the reading and understanding of it for later. And the last one, like setting protection in sacred space, if you are writing, ensure you are not going to be bothered, and that anything that you write is protected, and you don't have to worry about someone finding it and reading something that you'd rather not share. How do you know if you really channeled spiritual guidance? When you are receiving true spiritual guidance, there are several factors that you will notice. It will be high vibrational information. It will feel good, positive, encouraging. It will usually raise your mood. It will usually bring you clarity and understanding of some kind. It will usually be flowing and easy to write, oftentimes flowing faster than you can write. Usually it will not sound like the way you speak or write. It will have unusual grammar sometimes, and sometimes it sounds like an authority figure. I have read channeled information that was poetic or metaphorical, but it's not always like this. Don't judge the form in which it comes, and don't have any expectations. If you ever feel heavier, feel the information is negative, or make you just not feel good, you're probably not channeling from the source that you wish to be channeling from. In that case, stop, clear your energy, put up your protection, and reset your intentions. So let's get into how to actually do the automatic writing. You must understand that to be successful in automatic writing, you start by getting centered and grounded with the intention of getting out of your thinking mind. We have 2 hemispheres of our brain, a thinking side and a creative side. our dominant hand connects normally to the thinking brain. In rare cases, this may not be the rule. We start by developing a question or questions that we would like to ask. By using a pen and paper, write with your dominant hand one question you would like an answer to. Once you have written your question, to allow yourselves to disconnect from the thinking mind, you can put your pen in the non-dominant hand and allow yourselves to begin to write whatever comes. Just start writing whatever comes to your thoughts. Let it flow. And don't try to understand it, or don't try and read it or interpret it, or if it even makes sense. Just begin to write and let it flow. If you have ever journaled, it's kind of the same thing. You just kind of let yourself write whatever comes to you. The biggest thing is you get out of your own way. Let it flow until it seems to have come to some kind of a stopping point. And then you can stop and read it. Putting your pen in your non-dominant hand switches your brain hemispheres. It takes you more to the creative side of your brain and out of your thinking logical mind. Once you have read what you have written and got an answer to, you can decide if you need to ask another question to get more clarification on what you've already asked, or to ask a different question. You should do this on a regular basis. The more you practice this, the better you will become at it, the easier it will flow. At some point, you may feel comfortable enough and connect easily enough to be able to change from using your dominant hand, switching to your non-dominant, by using your dominant hand all the time. You may even, at some point, be able to switch to a computer and type it. I recommend you try paper and pen until you have really comfortably flowing information going with your guides and masters, spirit, or your higher self, whomever you're connecting with. No one really taught me how to do automatic writing. I had heard about it. I just wanted to try it years ago. So at some point, I decided to sit down and just start writing. And at some point, I was flowing well enough that my guides told me that very soon they wanted me to go to the computer. I had a difficult time believing that it was not just me, that I was really getting the information from my guides. I understand that's actually often an issue in the beginning of people doing this kind of stuff. So it wasn't really that uncommon that I was experiencing that. But after I easily was able to automatic write by the computer, they told me they wanted me to go to the bathtub, take a tub bath, and channel directly. So I did. And I had no problem with it. But still, I asked them, how do I know that this is not just in my mind making this all up? I could feel the difference in the water of my body being at a higher vibrational state. It intensified it, being in the water. And they sent me, this is kind of funny, they sent me 4 different channeling guides with 4 different dialects. And one of them was very Irish. And it made me just laugh so hard. I could feel the difference in the vibrational energy in my body from the 4 different dialects that we're channeling in. They clearly got their point across, and I never questioned them again. That being said, I have experienced those on the other side laughing. Quite often, in the earlier years actually, I'm here to tell you, God and the angels have a sense of humor. I felt them, had the knowing as well as heard them in my telepathic way. Give it a try. I'm guessing you'll wish you had done it years prior. So I offer clearing sessions of the Akashic Record and also energy healing sessions as well as readings. Check out the description box below. Please know that I do not use any other social media sites, and I will never initiate contact with you. The only way that you can reach me is via email. In the description box, you will find information that explains the services I offer. I would appreciate it if you would help me to get my channel out there more for other people to see by a like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.